Imagine, if you can, a sound like a monstrous cannon blast, followed by a terrifying roar. Not the roar of an animal, but of something far more unnatural, something thick, dark, and utterly unstoppable. Then, a wave emerges, not of water, but of viscous, sticky, brown liquid, towering over buildings, surging down streets at speeds that defy belief. This isn't a scene from a horror film. This, my friends, is a terrifyingly true story from the annals of history, a disaster so bizarre, so unprecedented, that it still chills us to the bone. This is the Great Molasses Flood. Today, we delve into dark secret number 215, exploring a tragedy that unfolded in the heart of Boston, Massachusetts, on a strangely warm January afternoon in 1919. A day when the city's north end was forever scarred, not by fire or earthquake, but by a tsunami of sugar. It sounds almost comical, doesn't it? A flood of molasses. But the reality was anything but. It was a brutal, slow, suffocating death for many, a testament to unchecked corporate greed and catastrophic negligence. Our story begins with the Purity Distilling Company, a name that now rings with a dark irony. They owned a colossal steel tank, 50 feet tall and 90 feet in diameter, capable of holding over 2 million gallons of crude molasses. This wasn't for baking cookies, it was destined to be fermented into industrial alcohol, a crucial component in munitions for World War I. The tank was a prominent, albeit unloved, fixture in the bustling waterfront neighborhood, casting a shadow over homes, businesses, and a public recreation area. For months, residents had complained. The tank groaned and leaked, dark seams oozing the sticky liquid onto the streets. Children would scoop it up for a sweet treat, oblivious to the silent, growing danger it represented. Warnings were ignored, safety inspections were shoddy at best, and the company, eager to meet wartime demands and avoid costly repairs, simply painted the tank brown to hide the leaks. A ticking time bomb, filled with a deceptively innocent substance. January 15, 1919. The air was unusually warm for a New England winter day, climbing into the 40s Fahrenheit. This seemingly minor detail was critical. The warmer temperature caused the molasses inside the tank to ferment more rapidly, producing carbon dioxide gas. Inside the already compromised structure, pressure mounted, silently, relentlessly. It was past noon, 12:30 p.m., a busy time for the neighborhood. Workers were enjoying lunch, children were playing, and trolleys rumbled down the streets. Life was proceeding as normal, utterly unaware of the catastrophe about to be unleashed. Then came the sound. Witnesses described it as a deep, resonant rumble, like thunder, followed by a violent explosion. The massive tank, unable to withstand the internal pressure, ruptured. Bolts sheared off, metal plates buckled and tore, and the entire structure disintegrated in a terrifying display of raw, unrestrained power. What happened next was almost unimaginable. A 25-foot-high wave of molasses, estimated to weigh thousands of tons, erupted from the tank. It surged forward, reaching speeds of up to 35 miles per hour, an amber behemoth tearing through everything in its path. Buildings were ripped from their foundations, some crumbling like cardboard. A nearby elevated train structure was twisted and buckled. Horses were lifted off their hooves, their terrified whinnies quickly silenced. People were caught completely by surprise. Some were swept away by the initial impact, hurled against debris, crushed by the sheer force. Others were engulfed, dragged under the viscous current, unable to swim in the thick, sticky substance. Drowning in molasses. The very idea is horrific, but it was a reality for many. The molasses, cold from the January air, was so dense that it became incredibly difficult to move through, trapping victims in its suffocating embrace. Rescuers, many of them firefighters and police officers, struggled through the knee-deep, sometimes waist-deep, goo. They found it almost impossible to navigate, to pull people free. The air, thick with the overwhelming, cloying smell of molasses, made breathing difficult. It was a scene of utter chaos and terror. In the aftermath, 21 people were dead, and over 150 were injured. The devastation was immense. The cleanup effort was a Herculean task that lasted for weeks, even months. Molasses coated everything, streets, buildings, furniture, even the harbor, turning the water a sickly brown. Fire hoses were used, spraying seawater to try and dislodge the sticky mess, but it was a slow, arduous process. For years, residents of Boston's North End claimed that on hot summer days, they could still smell the faint, sweet, and now undeniably sinister aroma of molasses. The human cost was immeasurable, but the legal battle that followed was equally historic. Survivors and victims' families sued Purity Distilling Company. The trial dragged on for 5 long years, involving thousands of pages of testimony and over 3,000 witnesses. Eventually, the court ruled against the company, finding them negligent for the tank's faulty construction and lack of proper testing. It was a landmark decision that set new precedents for corporate accountability and industrial safety standards. The Great Molasses Flood remains one of the most bizarre and tragic industrial accidents in American history. A reminder that sometimes, the most unexpected dangers can lurk in the most ordinary places, and that negligence, no matter how trivial it seems at the time, can have catastrophic, deadly consequences. It's a dark secret etched into the very fabric of a city, a sweet disaster that turned into a bitter lesson. If this chilling tale of an unimaginable disaster has piqued your curiosity, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We uncover a new dark secret every single day, delving into the hidden corners of history that they never taught you. Join the FactsBaz 17 community and ensure you never miss a single episode.